Hi there folks, and welcome to the Word Solutions for this week's The Daily Rigour, issue number 199. So much to Riggerman's devastation, they've closed all the McDonald's in the UK, but also in France, Italy and Spain. But the majority of restaurants remain open in the USA, and as a result, McDonald's sales fell just 3.4% in the first 3 months of the year. I mean, I think that's staggering. But anyway, we have to write this proportion as a fraction in its simplest form. So 3.4% means 3.4 over 100. And now we need to look and try and simplify this fraction. So it's in its simplest form when you've got the smallest possible whole number in the top where there's no common factor to divide top and bottom by, well, other than 1 of course. So what we can do first of all is we can make this number in the top a whole number. And to do that we can create an equivalent fraction by timesing top and bottom by 10. So 3.4 times 10 is 34 and 100 times 10 is 1000. And now we can simplify this fraction by dividing top and bottom by 2 because they're both even numbers. So 34 divided by 2 is 17 and 1000 divided by 2 is 500. There's nothing else we can divide top and bottom by because we can't divide 500 by 17. So the final answer is 17 over 500. So on to our UK story. So I think this is really quite sweet. British Airways has flown several cats and dogs over to the UK where they were abandoned by their owners in Cyprus. And the ratio of dogs to cats was 18 to 7. So that means that for every 18 dogs that there were 7 cats. And that's the ratio in its simplest form. Now we're told that 36 dogs were brought back in total, so how many cats were? So for every 18 dogs there's 7 cats, so 36 is 2 lots of 18. So in order to get the number of cats we need to do 2 lots of 7, which is 14. So there's a wee kind of table form on the Rigour Maths website, but I think that one was straightforward enough to see based on the numbers. So on to our literacy story. So Paul McCartney's handwritten lyrics for the Beatles song Hey Jude have just sold at an auction for a serious amount of money. And here's actually a copy of what was sold. This is Paul McCartney's handwriting and this is where he actually wrote the song. But anyway, to celebrate, to mark the 50 years since the Liverpool band broke up, we've got a wee quiz for you. So these are Beatles songs that have numbers in the title. So can we get the full titles of the songs? So when I'm 8 squared, well, 8 squared of course means 8 times 8, which is 64. And that corresponds to a well-known Beatles track, When I'm 64, from the Magical Mystery Tour album. Don't Make Me Sing It. So part B, we've got the only even prime number of us. So a prime number is a number with exactly 2 factors, itself and 1. So every even number is 2 as an additional factor, apart from 2. 2 only is 2 factors, 1 and 2, and it's the only even prime number. So the answer we were looking for there was 2 of us. So part C, I think this is quite a tricky one. 910. Well, 910 is one number more than 909, and that's pretty much the title of the Beatles song. So 1 after 909, so 910 is 1 after 909, and that's a classic Beatles track from Let It Be, that not only your avid fans I think would know. Anyway, last story, so we've got Wimbledon. The Wimbledon organisers have been paying 1.5 million a year since 2003 to cover virus-related a virus-related clause. So if the tournament could never go ahead as a result of a virus, they would receive a massive payout. And unbelievably, that's what's just about to happen with the cancellation of the tennis tournament this year, which is the first time since World War II. So we want to know how much they stand to profit from this 100 million payout. Well, first things first, we need to work out how long they've been paying their premium for, since 2003. So that's going to be a total of 7 years. So it's 17 lots of 1.5 million. So they've paid 25.5 million in insurance premiums. So the profit is going to be how much of this 100 million that they've earned after taking off how much they've spent in insuring. So this was the number in full, It does ask us to give it in words, so it's going to be 74,500,000. So now that is what I call forward planning. And there you have it, folks, our work solutions for the Daily Rigour, issue number 199. We hope you enjoyed solving these problems as much as we did writing them. Stay tuned for next week's edition, when we're going to be looking at more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.